Happy Mother's Day! My mother was a very strong individual that raised 4 boys, and she was a very loving, caring individual. And to prove that point, she bought a couple of lamps one Saturday, and when she came home Saturday night, they were both broken from us playing basketball in the living room. And she said, "Oh, I didn't like those lamps anyways." So she was a very understanding mother also. Happy Mother's Day.
One of the earliest memories I have of my mother was when I was a little girl, about 5 years old. We lived in St. Cloud, and my mother would put my little sister in the stroller, and my brother and I would walk along, and we would go to Dan Marsh Drug. And I don't think she had a lot of money. My brother and I would split a Coke, and she would have a cup of coffee, and she would always give us the little glass bottle with the cream to share, and that was such a treat for us, and it just always was so special. I think she could have poured it in her coffee, but she shared it with us, and that's my earliest memory of my sweet, sweet mother.
I guess it was kind of tough for me to come up with one thing about my mom. What I come up with was, I think it was my kindergarten, first and second grade birthday. She made a sheet cake for each one of those, and she told all my friends that while she was baking it, all of her change from the billfold fell into the cake. So that's what she did, was we were digging through the cake, each piece, and she made sure that all the kids got the same amount of money, and that's just the type of person she was.
Hi, the thing I remember most about my mother is that my sister and I were, or my mother was a single parent, and she had my sister and I to support. So she went to school, she worked, we had the support of my grandparents, and we could not be happier, we could not be more grateful for everything my mother has done for us.
I can remember when I had my first daughter. I was young. I had absolutely no idea what I was getting in for, nor was I prepared for the beginning of this journey. So when I think back and think about my mother, I think about her being there during all of the hardships of a first child, and making that journey easier for both of us. So thanks to the assistance and love that I received from my mom during that time, I now have 4 beautiful children.
One of my fondest memories of my mother is I had to do a paper where I interviewed somebody who had lived through the Vietnam War era, and that was one of the times that I first remember as an adolescent really connecting with my mother and feeling like she was somebody I could open up to and talk to about a lot of things that really opened my eyes, and that's a memory I really cherish.